guys, it's me again. I am back. So yeah, today I just wanted to talk about my latest audiology appointment, which was the 6th of November. So I'm not too far out because it's only the 11th of November, so not as late as I was expecting it to be posted. But yeah, so here we go. Okay, so yeah, like I say, today I had an audiology appointment up in London at the Royal National Throat Nose Ear Hospital. Which the appointment was just to see the consultant, Dr. Chan, which I went up to see her on my own because my parents are only now coming to the appointments if it's like to do the Baha or like, because obviously we're going down the surgical route to get the Baha and stuff, so you know, one of them always comes to those ones. Other than that, I'm doing all my London ones myself. It's exciting. So yeah, and the last time I'd seen Dr. Chan, which is the consultant, was last November. Yeah, which was the first ever appointment I actually ever had there, which was after all the months and months of battling to get an appointment. So we finally got in there. But anyway, yeah, the travel to London was fine. I had no problems with that. With like the taxis or roadworks this time. Although, for some reason, I don't know why, but the taxi drivers never stop off outside the adult audiology bit. They will stop off where the big sign is, but that's only the children's bit. So, but it's fine, because you only have to like walk around the... Oh, that's my left, that's my right. Yeah, you have to walk around the right corner, and then follow that path up, and then you come up to the speech therapy building, and then it's the building past that, so it's not that far, so it's not that bad. Yeah, so obviously I had to walk up that way because they got me off outside the children's bit again. Went to the reception desk just to like get checked in and that, and I got sent upstairs, which is where I normally see Dr. Chan, but I was checking at the reception just to make sure because I can never remember where I'm going. Yeah, but what was quite weird was there's no one in the waiting area, like no other patients, there's no one on the reception, and there's like no staff around. It was just dead, there's like no one there, which was really weird. But yeah, a few minutes or so later a nurse appeared, checked me in and that, and then went off down one of the corridors. Came back a few minutes later and was like, oh, can I take you downstairs for a hearing test? I said, oh, okay. Thinking, oh, well, I have to come from downstairs, but alright then. So yeah, I got taken back downstairs where I'd originally started, and just had to sit and wait there to be called through for a hearing test, which was probably only a couple minutes or so, which was fine. And it's actually the audiologist that fitted my cross-aid that came and called me through to do the hearing test. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I ended up having like, I think it's either 4 or 5 really invasive hearing tests, as well as checking the pressure in my left ear, and what else did I do? I was looking in my left ear, so yeah. Which, to be honest, they were pretty much the same as the hearing tests I had before. So you have the little headphones, your little button, you sit there going, yep, I can hear this. No, don't hear it. And basically pressing it when you can hear it. Yeah, what else? Yeah. The first one starts off like that. You've got the big headphones on and the little button that you press as and when you can hear. Yeah, all the little sounds, which are quite weird. But not that weird, but yeah. What did I do after that one? Yeah, and then you do another one where you've got the big headphones and a wire headband thing on as well, and you're still pressing the button. Good, that's one of our little pressing the button action. Yeah, and then then you do one that is just the wire headband on the right, so you've literally only got it on the right side, which kind of looks like a little Baha device on it. So that is testing the what's the word? But the it comes to me in a second. The bone conductivity. So basically, it's testing from the bone. So yeah, testing bone conduction. That's the word. It's testing the bone conduction, which is yeah, if you've got like a hearing aid type device like the Baha, put it against the skull bone, and the skull bone vibrates, and yeah. So it was that, and then I did the big headphones, but the left ear had like the sound of water running, and I just had to listen for beeps and whistles in the right ear, which is the one that I really struggled with last time. I was trying to hear that, and I thought, oh my god, because all I could hear is just the water, and I thought, no, this is not going to work. And then I did that same one again, but it was it on my right ear? Yeah, I can't think where they positioned it, because I think it's just slightly below my right ear, so yeah, but I think it's, I don't know. But yeah, so I did 2 of those, the watery ones. And then Rob, who won the Baha, who is one of the Baha specialists, I re-ordered again. Yeah, and then Rob, who's one of the Baha specialists, who gave me the Baha on the headband trial, wanted to see me once we'd finished the hearing test, like just for a chat and stuff. As he'd seen me like walking up the corridor to go to the hearing test room. Exciting. So yeah, I went into his office, or his room, whatever you want to call it. Had a chat with him about the Baha and how the trial had gone, which is a huge thumbs up. I'm really, really excited, happy with it. It's amazing. It really, I know a lot of people say, oh, things have changed their life, but this really did. It was amazing. I've never ever heard like that before. So yeah, he asked like why I was at the hospital, as he thought at first the hospital had mucked up and got the days wrong, and that I was seeing Mr. Joseph today. Why am I yawning again? But I'm not. That is still on the 18th of this month, so that's only in like 8, no, it's in 7 days. I can't count. Like 7 days, because it's the 11th today, and I'm seeing him on the 18th, so that's exciting. But yeah, so as I was saying, he thought I was there to see Mr. Joseph, who's the Baha surgeon. Unfortunately not, but I am, like I say, seeing him on the 18th of this month, and it's the 11th, so I'm not that far out. Oh my god, I'm yawning. Right, okay. I think we're okay to carry on. No, my eyes going, but then, yeah, anyway. And then he asked if I'd been sent any batteries in the post, which I had. I just had like a massive padded envelope with a pack of batteries, but they're huge, great hearing aid batteries. They're not even ones that fit my hearing aid, like my normal one or the Baha. So he asked if I got that, so I thought, yeah. Why? He's like, oh, that's me, I sent them to you, because basically he couldn't remember if he'd given me the right batteries, and he couldn't remember what model he'd gave me, so yeah. Oh my god. And then he was like, right, okay, I'm going to take the Baha back and put it back into storage, which is the one bit I was really, really hoping wouldn't happen. But obviously I knew it had to happen at some point. But I was like, no, I don't want it to go. It's really horrible giving it up. It's like, I don't know, it's horrible. You're not even crying real tears. I'm not, my eyes are watering. But yeah, so yeah, I didn't really want to give that back. But yeah, it was really horrible just seeing it go and be taken from me. As I honestly have loved every second, every minute, every hour, every day with that Baha. I loved it to pieces. You know, and yeah, I just wasn't prepared for it to be going today. As I'd planned for it to go back on the 18th with all the paperwork and the box and stuff, so obviously I didn't have any of that. So obviously I've got to take all that back on the 18th when I see the surgeon, about talking about what the next steps are and where we go from here, because I do want to completely 100% carry on going ahead with it, because it was amazing. Yeah, after I'd seen Rob, I went back upstairs where it's still dead and I'm waiting, or anyone on reception, so my cat's just annoying me. Keep jumping around outside. Yeah, eventually someone else turned up who is also waiting for the same type of appointment. So while waiting, yeah, I got given my patient file from the hearing testing. So while I was waiting to see Dr. Chan, I thought, well, you know, it's my patient file. I want to know what's in it. It's about me. So I thought, oh, I'll sit here and have a little read of it. So that's what I did. I sat there and had a little read of it. And yes, had a little nose of what had been written in there. and just generally be nosy at my file, really. Oh my god, I'm yawning again. Yeah, a few minutes later the nurse came back and took my file, which I was still trying to read through and take pictures of because it just fascinated me, because it had like all my hearing tests with charts and stuff. And yeah, I've got some pictures which I'll put at the end of this video, or I might put them in my next video, I don't know, but it'll be on one of them. Yeah, and then I was left to my own devices to wait for Dr. Chan to call me through to see her, which is probably about 5-10 minutes maybe. And yeah, Dr. Chan for some reason seemed to think that I had 2 hearing aids, so I corrected her on that and she went, oh yeah, that's right, you've got the right hearing aid. I was like, no, I've got the left one. Bearing in mind she's the one that, oh hello, fluff. Bearing in mind she's the one that had sent me down to have the hearing test and the mould taken last year, so I was like, no, that's not right. But yeah. And then she asked me like how I'm getting on with the hearing aid at college, which I am getting on better with it at college. Like, I wish just more cross-aid, but it hasn't like made drastic improvements. So I do still sit there in college really struggling to hear. Yeah. She then asked how I get on at work with just like my hearing aid, ignoring the Baha side of things, just the cross-aid. But yeah, and I had to be completely honest with her again. So, well, actually, I still can't hear the customers, and it got on to the point, so much so that in my last, what do we call it? Yeah, my last PR, which is your personal review, where the managers review you over like a 6-month or so period. Is it 6 months? Every 6 months? I don't know. It's either every 6 months or every year. They review you, see how you've done since the last one, and yeah, it was not the greatest. Oh, I'm so sorry about this. But yeah, so obviously that wasn't the greatest. So I said to him then, well, you know, because like the manager that had written it didn't sit and talk it through with me. He got someone else to do it with me. Yeah, so he'd written it, but he got someone else basically to tell me what he wanted to tell me. And yeah, it's saying things like you need to listen to the customers more clearly, double check orders, etc. Which, don't get me wrong, I do sit there and double check the order. Not sit there because I have to stand, but yeah, I do double check the orders and stuff. But it's so hard to hear with like all the background, because I work in a McDonald's. It's so hard to hear with everything going on in the background, because you've got other people on tills talking to their customers, customers talking to customers. You've got, then behind us you've got the kitchen staff who are talking to each other, or you've got us off until, like, I don't know, you want a Big Mac, no sauce, shouting that to them. You've got the managers talking, you've got drive-through people. It's just so noisy in there. So yeah, I'm now not working on the tills as a result of that, by my own choice. I said to them that I'd rather not, because I can't hear well enough. So yeah, they agreed that's fair enough to take me off the tills. Because obviously it wasn't great for me not being able to hear, and I had to get myself really worked up and really stressed out, where I was trying to work so hard and do such a good job at work. And I thought, well, no, I'm putting myself under stress and stuff. And it's not great for the customers either, because they were getting annoyed with me because I couldn't hear them. And obviously if their order was wrong as well, then whoops. Well, I didn't do it purposely or nothing. But yeah, I only ended up getting like frustrated with myself and stuff, so that didn't help. And it didn't help when customers were rude or not very helpful. So yeah, I'm now not doing tills. I'm trying to do the customer care side of things, so I'm like clearing the trays up, changing the bins. But yeah, so I had to tell her it doesn't really make a lot of difference to work. Dr. Chan then wanted to look in my left ear, which was fine, but a bit odd, because I'd just done that downstairs, as well as the pressure check. Yeah, but then, said that. But yeah, then she continued her questioning, and I was like, what type of mould I've got? Which I don't know what mould it is, in all honesty. So I was like, yeah, this one, whatever this one is. Sticking out my hair, whatever this one is, because I honestly don't know what that. I don't know. But she said, yeah, she said the reason she'd asked about that is because she feels the lower pitches on the hearing aid need turning down because apparently they've come up too high. If that makes sense to anyone, great, because it didn't to me, and it still kind of doesn't. So yeah, as I thought that's the idea of a hearing aids, to improve the hearing. So if it makes sense to anyone, let me know in the down bar, in the comment section, because I'd love to know. Yeah, and then she randomly asked if I was having any more facial surgery at any point, which I said no, just purely because at the moment I'm not scheduled for any, and I'm still not sure what surgical option I'm going to do, if any, after the brace treatment. And I'm going to decide on that in 18 months' time, once all the brace side of things finished. She also asked to see my little ear, which is, or my right ear, as you probably know it, which is fine. Then she questioned whether that was reconstructed, which it is. And she said something along the lines of, "Oh, that's a shame, the pinner could have been made better so the cross-aid microphone could have sat on it." Which that really, really annoyed me, because I love my little ear. Yeah, there it is. And I always have done, even before it was reconstructed. And now it has been reconstructed. I think that has helped me be more confident and to open up and talk about it, as well as trying to help people and stuff. So yeah, and I felt like sort of finding a photo of it and saying, well, you try and reconstruct something that looked like this, and nothing like an ear into an ear. So yeah, I completely ignored what she was saying there, because Neil Bulstrode, who reconstructed my ear, is an absolute amazing hero to me, because I mean, who honestly has the skills to do that? I know I couldn't. I'm not a very talented person anyway, but no, I wouldn't want any more surgery on it anyway, because alright, it's gone back against the side of my head, but I don't care. I love it, so yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna be back about my cross-aid in about 4 months' time to get some fine tuning done. So turning the high pitch sound up and altering the low ones if she feels they're too high. But hey, I am honestly just willing to do anything to help with my hearing, or try anything to make it better. So yeah, hopefully that'll make some more improvements and will give me better hearing with the hearing aids. Although I know it won't ever be perfect or nothing. I'll then be seeing Dr. Chan next November, as she wants me to see her again, so I don't get lost in the system. And next year it will all be focused on the Baha side of things, on the Baha surgery, which I'm really excited about. And yeah, hopefully I'll get some answers on the 18th of this month, which will be really exciting. And I'll see you soon. Bye!